wait, b squared.
Square. B square upon 4a square. That is correct. So these are some things. So, and let's say a square into b square is equal to ab power x. What is x? 2, right? Similarly, I write ab whole square as a square b square. So similarly, I can write a square by b square as a by b. You're looking on. Are you seeing this?
Yeah. So a by b. Oh, a by b squared.
Whole power 2. You see the brackets? They are important. Brackets are indeed important.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I didn't see this too. So I was a bit confused.
Brackets are important. When you are putting in a calculator, the value of in calculator, the value of a square by b, and if you write like this, is different from a by b whole square brackets.
Oh, whole square. Yeah.
A square by b is pronounced as a squared by b. But when you involve the brackets, we pronounce it as a by b whole squared. Whole squared. Okay, that is why the brackets are important. These are some basic concepts which are important. Like,
What was that thing you were telling me about? Like, I remember we had the quadratic formula. It was like. So you told me I had to put brackets somewhere because when you put this minus, it apparently goes out. I mean, mine doesn't do that, but like.
yeah, the thing is, when you are opening the square root, I mean, if your calculator doesn't go out, it is fine. But usually, to avoid mistakes, if you open up with this bracket, this square root stretches until you close the bracket. Square root stretches until bracket is closed. Okay. Calculator commands. Okay. So you are gonna use calculator, right? So it's important it's important to understand how it is gonna work. I think yeah. And regarding factorization, do you know this basics? Let's say if there was ABC plus ABD, factorize this expression.
Okay. So AB is common.
So what happens?
Okay, so this is multiplied. Alright, so normally like. Okay. So yeah, this is like multiplied. Please.
See, what is factorization anyway? What do you understand by factorization?
Like what factors can go into a product?
So factorization of an expression means writing this expression into product of something into something. That is called factorization. Okay. Okay. Let's say if I write x minus 2 into x, let's say x square minus 5x plus 6 as x minus 2 into x minus 3. Is this factorized?
Yes.
Yes. So if I write x square minus 5x plus 6 as x into x minus 5 plus 6, is this factorized? you know very well. So let's try one other question for factorization.
Wait, what was this one then?
What?
ABC, ABD?
What ABC ability? Oh, so what do you see common in throughout? Throughout. AB and AB, right?
Wait. Yeah.
So AB and AB. So take out AB throughout. So if you take out AB throughout, C plus D. So AB into C plus D is the answer. Okay. Factorization means something into something. So next, scroll down. Hey, like this. Factorize this expression.
Mm. Okay, so we can take out x squared. Oops.
Yeah. So whenever we solve factorization questions, you have to look out for two things: numbers and then variables. How much number you can take out throughout, and how much variables you can take out throughout. That is the thing. So numbers, numericals, variables. So factorization means okay. So numbers. So there was also x square y square here.
Yeah, I just
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that is the answer. Okay. I'll tell you one more alternative. Another alternative. We'll look at this actually. If you notice carefully, 2 and 4, 3 and 6, x and y, x and y. So what can you take out? What can you factorize here is a 2 number x minus,
2y, 2y.
and what about the other bracket?
It's gonna take out 3.
Do you know the formula for a minus b whole square?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, wait, that's minus.
Okay. So it's the same answer, 6x square, same answer. So this comes from flexibility. Let us try another one, but this time like this. Factorize the expression. question is about factorizing, right? So there are two terms like this, giant terms. What is the common throughout in these two? Yeah. So you take that out.
Hold on.
So if you take this away from here, hmm. So did you notice something? This is actually what? Yeah, same only, but
The same thing.
same thing is multiplied but twice. So the question you are seeing, yeah. So the question you saw, 25x square minus 10x plus 1, is actually a formula, a minus b whole square formula. How to recognize that? 25x square, right? 5x ka whole square plus 1 ka square minus 2 into like this. So from here itself, we can directly write 5x minus 1 whole square instead of doing all this. So recognizing the formula is important, not just using the formula. You know what I mean? So the flexibility to go from here to here, a square plus 2ab plus b square, but also the flexibility to identify this expression and go from here to here. Factorization. Factorization. This is called factorization. This is called simplification. Okay.
Can you just redo this part? Like
Which?
exchange this part?
So scroll down. 25x square minus 10x plus 1, right?
Yeah.
See 25. Just by observing 25, what is the first thing that comes into mind? Okay, so let's do it one by one. Let's take it step by step. 5 square x square, right? Okay. When you saw 5 square x square, remember I told you a square b square means ab power 2. So like that. How can you convert this? Square. So 5x cos square. Okay. And focus on the last term. What is it?
1.
1 means what? It's a perfect square also.
Yeah.
So
1. This one.
the plus 1 square. Now the tricky part comes when you need to identify the middle term. See, just take out 2 from here. Okay, it is appearing in the form of a square plus b square minus 2 into a into what is b? Minus 2 into a into b is how much? Just 1. Okay. So 2 into a into b. So there was a minus means you'll get a minus b whole square. If there was a plus here, you'll get a plus b whole square. So 5x was a minus b whole square like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. This to find the roots.
That's only for the roots.
See, one way to look at it is you got negative 4, right? How can I turn this into 0?
I think I'm not right. Maybe I'm just overlooking something. So negative 4. So I guess
See that.
negative 4 0.
See, if you do the product, it is not negative 4. See, start from the smallest number, 1. Okay, 1 into 84. This doesn't work. What is after 1? 2 into something square minus something square. Okay,
Perfect minus a perfect. Yeah.
function. So when you are talking about radicals, there is a chapter for radical expression, radical equations, radical functions. So polynomial expression, polynomial equation, polynomial function. Just like linear equation, linear function, quadratic equation, quadratic function. These things will be repeated. So let us understand what is meant by polynomial. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. When I can give the long definition, it is a combination of numerical constants and variables. But
Yeah, like many terms. I call them like it's like this.
okay, let us understand first what is an expression versus equation versus function. Okay, let's talk about quadratics for now. Quadratic expression. Okay, okay. Before that, so what if I write ax square plus bx plus c? What is this called?
X squared plus bx plus.
What do you call this? Okay, what if I write ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0? What do you call this? Hmm. Yeah. So equation means you can get is equal to 0. But what if I write the third one? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to y or is equal to f of x. What is this called?
Function.
Function.
Quadratic function.
Quadratic function. This is quadratic. There are two things: quadratic polynomial expression versus algebraic expression. If there is no equal to sign, it is called an expression. So that is the main thing. First things first. Expression means there is no equal to sign. Equation means is equal to 0. Function means is equal to f of x. Okay. So it's equal to y or y is equal to f of x, same thing. So this is the fundamental difference between expression, equation, and function. So definition of expression, I'll write it here. There will be variables and there will be constant numbers. So let's say if I write some number, this, okay.
Does it have to be simplified? An expression?
I mean, depends on the question, but as of now, we are talking about how to identify an expression. What is the difference between algebraic expression and polynomial expression? So this is algebraic expression. They are all algebraic expressions. Okay. So let us understand now about polynomials, which is the main chapter. Polynomial expression. As I told you, the main player will be only one single variable. It's all about one single variable. So quadratic expression. You write ax square plus bx power 1 plus c, right?
Yeah.
What is the c called? C into x power what?
Is it CX?
C into, there is already bx, okay? C
Yeah.
When you write c, what does this mean actually? It means c to the power x to the power what?
0.
X to the power 0. So write that. Notice one thing. This is called quadratic expression. Okay. And polynomial. This is still a polynomial. The type of the polynomial is a quadratic. Anyways, look at the exponents. Do you see any pattern?
They decrease over time.
Just 1, 1, 1. Correct?
Yes.
Even if you talk about linear expression, what is happening? So 1 to 0. So it starts from a highest power of x. Correct? And then gradually it reduces. So if the highest power of x is 1, this is called
Then
highest exponent of x, or highest power of x is 1. Expression is
dash.
yes, linear. So highest power of x is 2. Expression is quadratic expression. Okay, don't just leave quadratic. That is the main thing to understand. Okay. So can you guess what will be a cubic expression?
Cubic expression. Highest power of x is 3.
Can you try to write a general form of cubic expression? That's it. Okay. So something into x to the power 3. So in general, see, these are all polynomial expressions because the number of variables involved are only 1. So the class is, this is a cubic. The earlier one was a quadratic linear. So polynomial in expression in general for nth power. So far we have discussed what will be the form when highest power of x is 3. To generalize the concept, polynomial expression for nth power, nth highest power of x. We call the highest power as degree. We'll discuss later. For nth highest power of x. Okay. So the concept starts. I think you can guess. Try to write it.
So the concept, like, so
And
where does it
just
start?
how you written this.
Yeah.
Try to write for.
So where does it start?
It starts from nth highest power. Correct.
So it starts from like the highest. So
This time it is n. Okay.
mm, oh, you're using it. Okay.
Correct. So this is the official form, general form of polynomial expression. So in the textbooks they often write like this to avoid, to make it simple. So they write an x power n plus a n minus 1 x power n minus 1 a n minus 2 x power n minus 2 plus so on. Last will be a1 x power n x power 1 plus a0 will be the constant. Okay. See, an means not n into a. See, a2 means not 2 into a, twice a. It's not like that. N is a subscript. Subscript means it's like anything. You are just labeling a number to that. When there are too many A's, you are just labeling. You are giving a name. Anything. N minus 1 thing. An minus 1, an minus 2, like that. An.
So this means
So many numbers. Rational, irrational, integers, decimals. They all come under real numbers.
yeah.
So I'll write here. Rational, irrational, any number. Integers, decimals, fractions.
What would be an example of something that's not a real number?
Square root of minus 1 is equal to imaginary number, not real. So you cannot plot this on number line. This can be spotted on number line, approximately at least. Number line. Square root of minus 1. It's actually nothing, right? Like you cannot spot it on the real number. I. Yes, I. So that is I for imaginary number. Iota. So anyways, the first thing is it should be a real number. The numbers which are multiplied to the variables must be real numbers for polynomial expressions. So whole numbers means natural numbers including 0. That is the official definition. Natural numbers including 0. Natural numbers means counting numbers are called natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not 1.5, 2.5. Counting numbers are natural numbers. So the condition is exponents of x in the expression all should be whole numbers. These are the two conditions. Whole numbers means the conclusion is it cannot be fraction. Exponent cannot be fraction. And exponent cannot be
Below 0.
below 0. Yes, good. Negative. Okay, below 0 means negative. So two things. So let us do some questions to identify polynomials expression. So let's say 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 5x plus 6x power 9. Is this a polynomial expression?
Wouldn't be the 9 should be at the front.
See, a plus b, even if you write b plus a, isn't it the same thing?
Not needed or no?
Not needed. See, arrangement. It's just that it is written somewhere else. A plus b means b plus a. Same things, right? These two are.
Okay, then it is.
Yeah, the only thing which is important to check out is condition number 1 and condition number 2. This earlier we have discussed. The coefficients must be real numbers. Exponents of x must be whole numbers. The coefficients 2, negative 3, negative 5 are real numbers.
Yeah, those are real.
And these are all whole numbers. So this is a polynomial expression. Okay. Okay, let's do another one.
And it's only one variable?
If there is only one variable, it is called polynomial.
Yeah.
If there are multiple, it is algebraic. So the condition is all polynomial expressions are algebraic, but not algebraic are all polynomial are algebraic expressions, but not all algebraic expressions are polynomial expression. Okay. So anyway, and then first let's discuss this. So let's say, is this a polynomial expression? And why not? Exponent is a fraction. Even though you see it is following majority rule, the numbers are all real numbers, exponents are all still whole numbers, but just because of this, overall answer is it is not a polynomial. Okay. So even though it is following 90% of the rules, Just because of this, the entire answer is not a polynomial. Get it right? So let's do one question. So 3z cube minus plus left power 4 plus root 2 x square root 2 z square. Is this a polynomial expression?
Yes. Wait, this is to, like, wait, what does this part say?
Hmm?
So is it saying 2 root
Two.
z? Who? 2 root z?
2 root z.
Then, yeah.
What is the power of z here?
Wait, 1/2.
So
Wait, since he is the. Oh, yeah. Second. Yeah, no.
so overall, it is actually not a polynomial. Okay. So it doesn't stop at just z. I mean
So
x.
you have to convert them as well, basically.
Yeah, observing each and every term is important to judge overall. So let's do one other question. You understood this, right? So it's not only about x all the time. You can take y, z, anything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think that is clear. So what about, let's say,
As long as, like, this is a whole number, then it's fine. And it is.
z is the variable.
So, yeah. This one is also. Yeah, it should be.
So what is the answer? The thing is, it is wrong. It's not a polynomial.
Not?
What is the main form? Scroll up. This one, not this. This one. The main formula. This. This one. You see this?
Yes.
What do they all have in common? Do you see anything? Any x below, down, or is it up?
It's always upwards.
It is always up. So now scroll down.